Okay, we're joined now by Robin van der Laan. Robin, Derby Day draw with Hanley. 1-1 tough result to take, given that the equaliser only came late on.
Yeah, it's always tough when you lose 2 points near the death, especially in the fashion it happened with, the really dodgy penalty. It was a clear dive and the referee gave it, it never got touched. Considering they pushed really hard the second half, it looked like they deserved the equaliser, but for us it's hard to take. They were the better team the second half, there's no doubt about it. We found it hard to get out with the wind. The wind was quite strong, and our pass selection and our decision making with the ball was just not good enough the second half, because we had openings and opportunities to make something happen, and we just made poor decisions.
And go back to the first half. Goal scored by Callum Lovett, his first of the season. He's a player who's had his struggles with injuries. Is you pleased with him and pleased with how the goal came?
Yeah, it was a good goal. Nice cross to the far post with a great header, just came in off the post. So I'm pleased that he's managing through games. He's struggling with his back a little bit. He wasn't sure he was going to last the 90 minutes, but he's done really well. He's getting more match fit. He's a very fit lad anyway, so he doesn't really need to train to be fit, but the match fitness and sharpness is getting there, so that's good for us.
And defensively, it seemed quite a few players had good games. Tommy van Laan, James Askey and Luke Dennis seemed to be everywhere for most things, and Joe Slynn, another good game in goal.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought Joe Slynn was outstanding today, made some good saves. And also the two centre-halves, very good. Mikey Conlon, who's been very steady this year, rarely has a bad game, was very good as well. So defensively we were okay. We had to make an early change in that first half, because they were a real threat with their pace down the right, and we made that change for the better, I think, and just didn't follow up with the second half performance, unfortunately.
Yes, I mean, obviously opening goal, but it wasn't the only chance of the game for Newcastle. There were a few others falling to, quite a few other players that weren't taken. Do you think if one of those had been taken, it would have been 3 points today?
Yeah, because it looked, the first 20 minutes of the second half, we weren't a threat, but neither were they. So they weren't creating anything. It was more towards the last 15-20 minutes of the game where they really start throwing people forward and taking risk. If you can counter-attack and score a second goal, that will help a long way. It goes a long way to securing 3 points for sure.
And obviously now, with the draw, it's been 8 games in the league without a win for the last few weeks. Obviously, a good draw again, a good performance against Kidsgrove of the game today. Do you think the win is coming soon, or?
Yeah, next week we hope. All we can do is prepare the team, pick the team that we feel is going to be the best equipped to get the 3 points, and we do that every week. Sometimes the ball rolls for you a little bit better than other days. So at the moment we're in that situation where we have no luck. Dodgy penalty today cost us 2 points. All cleared off the line against Kidsgrove. Clear handball. Everybody in the ground saw it, apart from the referee. It was a sending off and a penalty in the 89th minute and not given. So these things make a massive difference. So no penalty today, and the Kidsgrove game penalty we score. There's 2 wins there, so we just need to make our own luck a little bit.
Yeah, and obviously in the stands today, brilliant attendance, over 300 people through the doors today, a 400 against League. It's good to see quite so many people coming down to support the Castle. Yeah,
no, it's absolutely brilliant. There's a lot of interest in local football in non-league, especially with 4 local teams in the same league. So when the Derby Days come along, they're normally well supported, and I want to thank all the fans for for coming down and taking an interest, and I hope they enjoyed it today, even though the last second half it was quite torrential at times.
Excellent. Robin van der Laan, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us.
No problem.